Do you? Oh shit, we live.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh shit. Welcome back to two.
Yeah. You forgot the name?
We still new at this, y'all. My bad. Welcome back to Two Mics No Sense. It's your boy Fletch.
Man, it's your boy Chemo, Uncle Trout, aka DJ Scrappy. I got too many nicknames.
Oh,
Don't
God.
use my government name now. So,
Oh God. So yeah, we're gonna bring another episode for y'all. We're gonna bring out the what you call it, the elephant in the room or the gorilla in the room. So I'm pretty sure most of y'all done seen this going viral. This 100 men versus one silverback gorilla. So I already know my thoughts on this.
Hey,
I want to know your thoughts. So you go first.
Man, I feel like we can take them, bro.
Okay.
I feel like we can take them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the right ones though.
Exactly.
Gotta get the right one. You can't have nobody out here scared.
Okay.
Just the first guy. We sorry. Actually, the first couple, like the first like 10. Hey, we appreciate
your sacrifice, but it's up. It's up. See, I agree. I feel the same way you feel. I thought you was gonna have a different thought process than me.
I don't know, bro.
See, I think since we was athletes, like we got a different perspective.
Yeah,
like
we got different.
if you take 100 normal human beings, they're getting wiped.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's over.
I done seen so many people struggle to carry a pack of water.
Boy.
So I know they're not gonna be able to handle a gorilla. But like I saw something that it was like a zookeeper or something. He actually said that it would probably only take like 20 to 30 men to take down a gorilla. So
okay, so like some of the stuff I seen regarding gorillas, I don't know. I might have to change my perspective because like if he just grab one and just swing that one dude until he get disintegrate,
yeah,
and he grab another one,
yeah,
that's easily 40 right there.
But see, this is the thing. Gorillas can lift up to 1,800 pounds, right? So they're 4 to 9 times as strong as a normal human being, upper body alone. But you gotta think, stamina is a thing.
Stamina is a thing.
So you put 100 people in front of him, he gonna get tired. Like it's like y'all don't crucify me for this, but it's like the argument of like, do you think you can beat up 50 third graders? Like, if you be like, make it like physically, I feel like I could. But after 20, 30 third graders, I'm going to be tired. I'll be like, all right, cool.
Hands hurting.
So a gorilla, you got to think like, they got thick skin, thick skull. So it's like, they take enough hits to the head, like it's over with. But gorillas, I don't know how tall they are, but I'm sure they're taller than a normal human being when they stand straight up. So they probably like, I don't want to say 7, 8. They might be.
It might be about
7, 8 feet.
Yeah.
That's a lot of punching up. It's easier to punch down than it is to punch up.
So
it's tough.
Hey, a gorilla might run through 100, bro. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. I might have to change my perspective because
I don't know. It depends because you like okay, front lines. You gotta have like Mark Henry. You gotta have somebody that can like.
Oh, you can't
wrestle with him a little bit.
You need somebody with some weight.
Then you need somebody like John Bones Jones because he tall and he got reach.
He lanky,
so like it depends. You get the right people, but like you get like I said, you get 100 normal people. It's over with.
Yeah.
Bobblehead night at an MLB like every time. So it's just like it depends. It depends on who your personnel is.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing with all that is just fear. Like most people like. I feel like 100 people should be able to do it, but you got to have 100 people locked in that are actually going to go and attack you.
I'll be number like 99. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened when 98 get wiped in front of you?
I'll be 100. Hey, whoever next in line, hey, you a human shield at that point. I'm getting about it.
So how would you do that? Would you do it like Squid Games? Would you rather be random or would you rather people just run up there and like hit that spot?
You just got a bomb rush because you go one at a time over. It ain't gonna happen. But you got a bomb rush. That's the only way.
True.
Everybody, because like eventually you're gonna get overwhelmed, but it is a gorilla.
That's true.
He just gonna, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm gonna do though?
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna be on front line number 1.
All right.
And I'm going up to that gorilla. And I'm going to give him a banana and be like, I'm on your side. So now it's 99 verse 2. Because ain't no way. Like, if it was 100 me's, like, I ain't going to sit here and say I'm the most athletic, physically fit person. But I'm more athletic than probably 95% of the people in this world. You put 100 of me against a gorilla. 30, 40 of us getting demolished.
Well, peanut butter.
Yeah, but after that, we gonna hold on.
Man, you put 100 me's out there, hey.
You got fighting experience though.
MMA,
training.
Yeah, but you gotta think about that strength of a gorilla.
You just gotta like roundhouse kick and hope he don't catch that leg.
But you forget they can bite too. They got fangs.
Yeah. They bite force is stronger than a lion.
If I kick right and he just my leg on it, it's done deal. Cause like me, if it's 100 of me, I see one dude do one kick and I see his leg snap off from a bite. We out.
But see, then you gotta go low. You gotta do a leg sweep. About 3, 4 of y'all kick the same leg at the same time. Y'all gotta be in unison.
And all our legs gonna
snap. But I don't know. I looked at some research before you got over here, and I ain't gonna lie. Some of the stuff I read was crazy. They said they can bend like steel bars, like with their bare hands. So the gorilla, my guy.
Stay out the gorilla enclosures.
Yeah.
Don't do no 100v1 gorillas. If y'all do that, just Lord have mercy. You get whatever you deserve at that point. You trying to go up against the gorilla.
I don't know. I think I got faith in men, but it gotta be the right men. Or women.
Give me a 100 King Vons.
They is not finna fight him.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Switchy, Gen 5 with the button on the back. They is not fighting them. It's over with. No siree. So you going gorilla?
Hey, I'm going gorilla, bro. Okay, at first I had the mindset like, yeah. And then I started thinking, it ain't gonna work.
I got man. We can agree to disagree. I got man. Let's see. All right, next topic. Let's see where we want to go.
Oh, there's still another big elephant in the room.
What's the?
Let me talk to you real quick.
Go ahead.
At your big age, you done been in the NFL. You're a sports analyst. You've been in the industry for a minute now.
Yeah.
How you let at the time she was like 19, 20.
Yeah.
Finesse you like that?
Horny.
How, bro? You can't be that. You can't be that down bad.
You would be surprised,
bro. He in his mid to late 50s.
Listen, you hear what he be saying. The young one still open up for me. Like that, I don't know. Like I get as a man, when you get older, you want to still feel young. So, but like that much younger is crazy. Like,
bro, that's barely legal.
But it's a trend going on. I don't know if you noticed. I mean, his situation different, but then you look at Bill Belichick. He's in his 70s dating a 24-year-old.
I don't get it.
And then I don't know if you watch WWE, but Paul Heyman, he used to be the manager for like Kane and Undertaker and all that. He getting married to a 22-year-old. And he in his like 60s, I think.
Nah.
I don't know. I know what these women seeing in them.
Oh,
dollar signs.
100%. Like, I mean, even the reverse. You still got young boys like Ant and his baby
and like Jalen Green and all that.
But
that's like 20 something and like 40. Shannon Sharpe is 54, 55. She's 20.
Either way you look at it, it's not a good look.
Look, never mind.
It's not a good look.
This might be my intrusive thoughts. I ain't gonna lie, I seen the girl. She don't look 20. But when you a public figure like that, like you gotta take your precautions. Like I need to see the ID. Like I'm not saying no crazy stuff. And then some of the stuff she was saying was just wild. Like that's like some stuff that I don't even think I would hear a grown woman say. So it was like you should have known the signs from then.
Crazy.
That was the most insane stuff I've ever seen.
You sit there and listen to that and watch the whole thing, like just break down, like the full breakdown. You like, this doesn't even make sense. It's all just stupid. And then her allegations, honestly, I don't believe it because none of it really adds up. Because sounds like she was following him. Yeah.
My thing is, Shannon Sharpe is not small. Shannon Sharpe put his hands on you. We gonna see the after effects of that.
100. Shannon Sharpe versus Gorilla.
I'm taking 100 Shannon Sharps.
Hey, look.
But you get him what do you say, them diamonds or them blue rhino, whatever the pills he be taking. He said he feeling invincible off this. So, but nah, that's some wild stuff right there. I hate it for him. I hope it ain't real, but
too grown.
You gotta stop playing.
Too grown.
Playing with them youngins. They gonna get you in trouble. But I don't know. I think it's an unfortunate situation.
Oh yeah.
I just hate how everybody's like blowing out of proportion. All these women. I don't want to like get too deep into it because you know how people get.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of women, a lot of black women in the comments, and that's why y'all need to leave white women alone and all this and that. It's like her name is. I don't want to say her name, but her name sounds Hispanic. So I always think the girl is white to begin with, but I get where people are coming from. I hate when people bring race and stuff into it because this can happen to anybody. Like, more often than not, it's probably rich white men in the same situation. They just like going about it a lot different.
Because I mean, he a public figure, so if you're a public figure, people are going to look into whoever you're dating, whatever you do. They're just going to find something. Right. They're looking for something constantly just to try to make you fall. That's just how public figures. Yeah,
that's why you got to make sure they of age and you got to sign them NDAs.
Boy, how?
How?
That's what I'm saying. At your big age.
With all that money,
all the insight from like I said, you was a professional athlete.
That don't make sense.
Like, you should know the precautions you got to take so you don't get caught up in these type of situations.
Listen, these women, no offense, I love women. I'm one of the biggest feminists you'll ever meet. That's all my friends. They know I love me some women. But listen, man, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop risking it. You got way too much on the line. Like,
way too much.
It don't. I'm sure it's. I follow Lil Duval on Instagram. I done seen him post aunties and grandmas 40, 50, 60. Bad. Of all colors, all races.
Yeah.
And you going for the 20-year-old?
Don't make sense.
Yeah, don't.
And then she got an OF. So you
paid for it. So you tricking.
Yeah, you know it's a money grab.
Hey, what they say, it ain't tricking if you got it.
But
it's tricking. He tricking.
Man.
He different.
Not a magician.
It's wild though because like I don't know, like I'm the type of person that like I get secondhand embarrassment and stuff. And like him and Ocho been on a podcast like ain't nothing happened. Like they still just like I don't know. Like I get like you a public figure and like that's how you supposed to be professional and all. But it's like if I'm 50-some years old, I got a 20-year-old saying all this stuff and trying to sue me for how much was it? 20 million?
I thought it was
50 million. Boy, I might not come outside. What young boy say? Ain't going outside today.
Oh, bro.
Man, what?
Hey, I'm locked up in my crib, bro.
That's crazy. I'm on FaceTime. My lawyer's 24/7.
And that's one reason why I seen one post. It was like, this is why a lot of people push marriage. Yeah. Because at that age, bro, I'm not saying everybody should be married. I'm not saying that, but I mean, you got kids, you know.
You need some stability.
You need some stability. It helps. It keeps you out of trouble like this. Like,
see, I feel like the biggest issue with the whole Shannon thing is just because he used to play in the league.
Yep.
You got millions of dollars.
Yep.
You got a platform.
Yep.
So, and you single.
Yep.
So that means you just got all this time on your hands. Like, granted, you might be doing your podcast and like traveling and stuff, but like everybody, I ain't gonna say, I don't want to speak for everybody. More often than not, people crave human interaction.
Yeah.
And as a men have needs, women have needs. So I don't know. It's just like I feel like he got so much money and he's single that it's just like, if you had somebody in your life, you wouldn't have to do all that.
Like,
but some men just can't keep it in their pants.
It's so sad. But my thing is, I'm like, bro, you 50. Keep it 30s.
35.
35. Just at least you went a little bit overboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta do all that.
This is my thing. Like, I mean, I'm only 29, so it's like,
yeah.
But my thing is, as an adult, why would you even deal with somebody that like you can't even go out to a bar and get a drink with?
Right? Don't he have an alcohol brand? She can't even partake in it legally.
See, that's my like. If you like, even like, I don't know, some people blow it out of proportion because it's like, it's people out here whose parents are married that are like 15, 20 years older than each other. So like, I get that. But like, as a 30, 40, 50-year-old man, why are you dealing with a 19, 20-year-old woman? Like, I get the legal age of consent is 18, but like, bro, that's weird. Like,
that's so weird.
You're over twice her age.
Bro, I'm sure his kids are probably her age or maybe older.
You've experienced 35 more years in your life than she's been alive.
Matter of fact, I think his kids are older than her.
Yes.
Nah, you can't.
It's sad.
You can't talk to someone younger than your children.
Yeah, I feel bad. I don't want him to think I'm judging him if he ever sees this. It's crazy. Just do better. Think smarter. Think with this head, not that head. This head.
This one.
Right head.
Goodness, bro.
That's wild. I wouldn't say this is a elephant in the room, but we ain't gonna get too political because I don't want to worry, baby. But anyways, you see what the Eagles player said about Donald Trump's daughter? This man said Donald Trump's daughter is beautiful. Damn. After seeing her in person, Ivanka is exactly my type. Tweeted it.
That's a wild boy.
That's crazy.
That's a wild boy.
That's a wild shot. You go into their house.
That's a wild boy.
She got kids too, I think.
I'm not.
Because Saquon was racing one of them. See, this is what's crazy to me because remember I sent something to the group a while ago.
Yeah.
And Tiger Woods is dating Donald Trump's son's ex-wife.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess the Eagles player probably was like, I mean, they look like they going for brothers now, so
man, that's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy tweet.
Some stuff some stuff you don't need to put out there. Just
exactly my type is crazy.
Wow.
You could have just been like, she's beautiful.
She look good.
That's all. That's all you had to say. But exactly my type. It's like, all right, like.
Well, you play football. You don't play basketball. So I'm shooting your shot.
That boy
like
shot it from Peyton Pritchard range. That boy was not playing. That's crazy. And again, I've seen a lot of comments.
Of course. Go ahead.
I hate feeling like I'm a broken record. But my thing is, look, beauty is beauty. Yeah. I hate when women are like, I hate when white women try to bash black women or black women try to bash white women or any other race. Right. It's like, just because you don't agree with a black man dating outside their race, don't try to call a woman ugly. You can say whatever you want. That woman is beautiful. You can say whatever you want. I respect you and you're married, so I ain't gonna, But anyways, that woman is beautiful no matter what color she was. She could be orange, that girl, or purple, that girl would be beautiful. Yeah. But that is an insane thing to say.
Bro, on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it.
That's wild. See,
that's
I done shot some shots in my day, but never one as bold as that.
Not like that.
Publicly.
And you like also still professional athlete,
right?
Public figure.
You a millionaire.
Some people look. I understand. We have the amendments and all that.
Freedom
of speech.
Yeah.
Some people don't need it. Sometimes
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to shut the hell up.
And there's one person in particular I'm thinking about that don't need it all the time.
What are you talking about?
I'm just to say he's a good producer.
Who are you talking about?
I'm scared to say a name might pop up like the Boogeyman, but his name
producer. Who he work with?
He made music. He one of the GOATs, OGs in the game. You know what I'm talking about.
He made headphones?
No. Well, I mean, probably him too. But the other one.
It's a lot of producers in the world.
Let me put it like this. He makes shoes.
He makes shoes. Producer.
Producer got shoes, clothing brand, clothing line.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I got his whole set on right now. Shout out the vultures, dog. Just play. That's crazy. I knew this was gonna come up. That's why I wore this. Now, since you done brought it up,
hey,
look.
Some people got to be silent.
Before we get too deep into this, I just want y'all to know. When I get certain things, like when I spend money on certain things with certain people, there's a lot of times where I won't buy something if I don't completely agree with a message. But if I like something, I'm gonna get it. Now, people can say whatever they want to say about Mr. Let's just say one of his albums, Graduation.
Mr. Graduation. There we go.
Let's just say Mr. Graduation. You can say whatever you want about the man personally. That man's a hell of a designer. His clothes comfy. This whole set, this shirt was $15, I think, and then the sweatpants was $20.
I should have got that.
Yeah. So he's a hell of a designer. His shoes are the most comfortable shoes I probably ever put on. Now all the other stuff, oh yeah, and he's great at making music. But all the other stuff, I'm gonna let you allude to that. What do you think he needs to close his mouth about?
Look. You don't sit here, make a song, right? Because it's in a song, right? It's in a song.
Yeah, it's a song.
You don't sit here, make a song talking about how you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gobble gobble your cousin until, you know what I'm saying?
Until
14. 14 is...
That's insane.
Bruh, like, at what point in your life, like, my thing is like, when you got 14, what was the turning point that made you stop?
You know what?
Because by that time, you know what you're doing.
I'm a teenager now. I ain't got to do this no more.
You know what you're doing. So the fact that he went all them years and it's just like,
this just don't fit. This doesn't suit me anymore.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. He didn't wild too. He done said some crazy things over time in the past couple months, but that's probably the wildest thing I've ever seen somebody.
Crazy. I hope it's not true though. I feel like he's trolling.
I don't know.
I hope he's trolling.
I hope so too. You know it's crazy when Boosie come to your aid and it's like, because everybody know Boosie.
Yeah, Boosie keep it
Boosie
real.
don't play with that
at all.
That same. He like girls that attracts him, but when it's the other way around, Boosie do not play about that. So for Boosie to come to your aid and be like, yeah, like that brother need help, like,
yeah.
And I get it. Like, look, we can take a moment and get serious right now. RP Carl Lacey. Look, any fellas out there, if y'all going through something, please reach out to somebody, whether it's your homeboys, mom, dad. Find you an outlet, a healthy outlet to talk about what you're going through. So I respect him if it is true for coming out and saying something like that, because that is wild. And that can kind of, I mean, you can kind of see if he was going through that for that many years, why he acting the way he is.
Yep.
Because trauma is real. So don't let that build up. Speak to somebody. If you need help, reach out. You can comment under this post. You can reach out to us in our DMs. I love the app. So you need to talk about anything. Look, I'm here for it.
There.
So, but yeah, I'm glad he. I don't know. I believe in freedom of speech, but like you said, it's some things you just don't need.
Bro, the stuff he say on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, at some point somebody got to figure out a way to like make his page private only to him, but to think that people see it. So he's like, so it's getting like a bunch of likes, and he think it's real, but it's not.
Elon, that's the only man. He on X.
Hey,
Elon like it though.
Hey, that's the other. He encouraging it.
You know why? Who is Elon really good friends with?
Yeah,
the president.
That's true.
Who is Mr. Graduation riding for during the candidacy? The president.
But is he riding with him? I don't think he rolling with him now.
He ain't rolling with nobody.
He ain't rolling with nobody. He like, hey, I don't like none of y'all.
Yeah, he posted a picture in an all black Klans outfit.
Oh, the interview with academics.
Yeah,
fam.
I just don't.
When he popped out with that outfit on, I lost it, bro.
It's some wild stuff going on.
I lost it. I don't know. I don't know what be going through his head sometimes. But bro, I lost it. I was like, ain't no way in hell this dude really just did this.
He did. I don't like. It's like
it's crazy.
That's what scares me about like I want to do content. Like obviously, like money ain't everything, but money is stability.
Yeah.
Would I love to have millions of dollars? Of course, but it's like you see Shannon Sharpe, you see Mr. Graduation, like you see all this stuff. It's like, do I really want all this bread? Because it's like you just have so much access to stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know, like
I don't know. I don't believe that, especially with you, because you're an upstanding guy.
Okay.
So I feel like if you get money, I don't think it's gonna change you.
I appreciate that.
I don't think it's gonna change you. Yeah, you're gonna have more access to stuff, but you as a person, I don't think it's gonna change you.
I appreciate that. I feel like if anything, I don't know. I feel like depending on certain people, they might think that I changed, but it's more so like the more money, like whenever I level up, I kind of like I've learned that I kind of move away from certain people.
Yo, circles change.
Exactly.
That's
So I
part
feel
of
like that's the only thing. Would I go out more? Probably because I would have more money to go and travel and stuff. But
Oh, yeah,
like
100%.
as far as just going out getting drunk aimlessly, like I'm not doing that 5 days a week. Like I'm in a place where I can do that now. Like we live in Nashville. Like I can go. I live 15 minutes, 10 minutes from downtown. I can go downtown whenever I want to. But it's just like that don't really suit me no more. Like I don't know, but. It's easy to say that now, but like if I woke up and I saw 6-7 figures in my bank account, it might be a little different. You might see me with a little crib. I might have a little. I'm definitely gonna track hawk. Gotta have a track hawk.
Got to.
G-Wagon, mom's dad, a crib, siblings. Like I'm gonna take care of the family.
Oh, of course.
But like they gonna see me shining for sure. But I don't know. I feel you, and like that's what like. I've had this conversation with people before. I feel like certain people, I don't want to say luck out, but I feel like there's a lot of good people in this world that I feel like should be making more money. Like you see people on social media that are like actually doing like good, powerful movements and stuff.
Right.
And like they don't really get the traction. And you see other people that's like doing crazy stuff and like we was talking about with the YNs like crashing out. Like they get millions of dollars and like record labels want to sign them and stuff, and now here unaliving people. But it's like people out here really trying to push positivity, and like people don't want to hear that. So it's like they say, negativity sells.
Sadly, I don't understand it, but I mean I've seen a bunch of like old hip hop artists talk about like the labels literally like this is what they're pushing. Yeah, it's an agenda behind it, and like I can kind of see that it's true, but I don't know like if it's 100% true. Like they just trying to get money the way, but I don't know if it's really an agenda behind it.
I feel like it is because, I mean, you know who my favorite artist is.
Yep.
When they was going through that beef with them boys in Chicago, he dropped a movement, #Stop the Violence. And his label was on a bunch of BS.
Oh, really?
And then he started beefing with them again, started making more videos and stuff. That's like he calmed down for a while and started pushing Stop the Violence. I don't know. There's probably some other background stuff that happened after that. But I know like they had went up to Gravedigger Mountain and like did an interview with him and stuff where he was like shaking and talking to the camera. And they were like, yeah, we seen your Stop the Violence movement. He was like, yeah, we ain't talking about that no more. So, but that was like 2 years ago.
But still,
but yeah. So I can see it because it's like I said, it's negativity sells.
Yeah, it does. I ain't gonna lie. Every time somebody beefing, hey, I'm right there.
Right.
I'm front row sitting with the popcorn. I can't help it. I might be toxic low key.
Hey, that's the era we live in. Like
it is.
Sliding on your ops.
Yep.
Like beefing and raps. Like that's just the era that we in now. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's not lyrically like there's not lyrically inclined rappers out here nowadays, but people don't really want to hear that. So it's like, what's selling nowadays? People going back and forth with each other. So like, they still pushing the beef and stuff. Like, it's like little stuff that I've been noticing. Like even watching the NBA playoffs, like every commercial break they playing Kendrick. Every commercial break, and like you don't really notice it until you really start listening. And like, cause I be in the gym sometimes watching it. I go to the gym at night. And I be in there and I hear something and I be like, let's squabble up. And like, it's like they pushing an agenda because like, you know Drake finna come back and drop something. Yeah. And like, I think Kendrick is a great artist, but like, it's crazy that like when he was dropping the old stuff, like, I forgot his old songs.
The Pimp a Butterfly album.
Yeah, and all that. Like, it's like, he wasn't getting this much motion. That's true. And then they get in the beef and now like, and I'm not saying that like he shouldn't get this attention, but it's like, it don't really make sense because the stuff that he was making back then was like dog walking this stuff.
The crazy thing was he's been taking shot at Drake for a minute.
They all have.
Yeah, but it's the fact that I guess I don't know why the beef didn't happen sooner. But I get why Drake probably he was like, man, y'all, you know.
Yeah, I feel like once it gets to a certain point, like I don't like. People can say what they want. Drake is gonna be at the top, like of our generation.
Yeah, we all know it. We all know it.
I feel like the thing is, it's kind of like Braun. Like, Braun has let people say stuff about him his entire 21, 22 year career, and then finally he snapped. And that man Stephen A. Smith. So it's like you can only take so much, and like everybody throw little sub shots in they songs and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he just got to a point where he was like, all right, let's take it there then. I feel like it was good for the music industry.
Oh yeah,
but like
100%. Well, that whole span of them just dropping,
that was crazy.
heat,
I like that.
Heat. We
like
need another one.
But exactly. But the thing is like most of like you got to think they in their like 30s and 40s, so it's like that's a different type of beef.
Yeah.
When they come to the YNs, like
they
not gonna let you just say whatever. They trying to
take it
put you down under like
which is crazy. Cause I'm like, bro, it's literally just battling music,
right?
You ain't gotta take it there,
right? Like Pac and Biggie, like they was beefing it. Like obviously they died behind a gun, but it's like when they was beefing, they was talking about what they was gonna do to each other, and they would see each other, and they were like fist fighting, like they were getting arguments and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they went to the BT Awards together, got in an argument and all that. Like it wasn't no crazy like, oh yeah, it's on site when I see you, I'm gonna just put one in you. It's just like we beefing with each other, we don't like each other. It's that, but like if we want to take it there, it can go there. But I don't know, this generation just like they scary. Don't nobody want to take an L.
Yeah, nobody want to fight.
Like I'm the baby of 5. I got 3 older brothers. I haven't been getting beat up my whole life. Like
man, I got bullied all through school.
It happens. You got to take an L. Like
yeah.
But one thing you can't do is you can't come back back from taking somebody off this earth.
No, you can't.
And that's gonna stick with you forever.
Yep.
What they say, energy can never be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. It's gonna go somewhere, and it's probably gonna come to you. And it's
boy, karma.
Man, that's real.
Real.
People don't, man. That energy stuff is real.
Yeah,
I used to, I ain't gonna lie, I used to make fun of girls with their crystals and all that, but hey, the energy stuff is real. It might not be my cup of tea,
you know what I'm saying?
But hey, I ain't gonna knock what worked for you.
Yeah, so. If it's doing you justice, by all means, keep doing it.
For sure. Okay. I don't want to make this seem like I'm against women when I'm bringing this up, but like we are men, so I feel like we gotta like debate topics like this.
Where we going?
We're just gonna start.
We're
gonna start with.
What we doing?
We're gonna start with the juicy one first. Okay, so, all right. So Shade Room posted this post a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And it says, TSR, great debates.
Uh-huh.
So it says, if everything else is perfect, is bad sex still a deal breaker? And would y'all leave a good man or a good woman over it? You first.
Leave? No. Because, I mean, at that point, if sex is your only motivation to be in a relationship or to be with that person, then you probably shouldn't be with that person.
That's true.
Because it's more to a relationship than just sex. Is it an important part? Yes. But over time, y'all learn each other's bodies.
Right.
And you just keep going. It's really that simple. If people making it bigger than what it really is, that I don't understand.
See, it's a little. This nigga trying. No. The thing is that the people in the video, like it was a podcast, they was talking about it.
Yeah.
So they was like, what if the person just never changes? So I feel like, okay, I feel like me as a person,
yep.
I don't think that I would leave a good woman because we like, okay, this is how I put it. If we weren't sexually compatible, we probably wouldn't be in a relationship to begin with. Like, because like being good at something and being sexually compatible is completely different.
Right.
So like we can mentally be on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We just don't move the same way together. So that takes practice.
Right.
But like if we get in the bedroom and it's just like I feel like it's not a huge part, but it is a big part of a relationship.
Yeah.
Because it's like at that point, if it's not good, whether it's on the man's part or the woman's part, what's gonna happen? 9 times out of 10, they probably gonna try to seek it somewhere else.
Yep.
So it's like, I feel like me as a man, without going too much into detail, like a woman really don't have to do too much because like I'm typically like the one that's doing most of the stuff. So it's like you really don't. As long as you ain't being weird, making weird noises and stuff, like everything else is cool. We can both be taught. Like we all started bad at this. Wasn't nobody this first time just perfect. Like we all started somewhere, so we can all grow from it. But like to leave a good partner, like
that don't make no sense.
The subject is kind of like I don't want to say it's funny because it's like when women describe a good man, they're like, oh yeah, like he's mentally mature, like he does this, like he got a good job. Men be like, yeah, she got a job, she can cook, and that's the first 2 lines. It's like, bro, like we got to start giving our women their flowers, but men. or women, y'all gotta start giving men their flowers too, because it is a lot of good men out in this world.
That part.
The thing is, y'all see what y'all see on social media. You see the 6'5" dreadheads with golds in their mouth or diamonds around their necks, or y'all see these millionaires that are out here buying Birkin bags and stuff every month.
Yep.
Like, every man ain't like that. You got to get a man in your field.
Yeah.
Like, I like, obviously you want to shoot up. Like, I feel like anybody that's dating, you want to, you don't like, you have your own realm, your own arena of people that are in the same arena as you. But it's good to shoot up one more notch. Now, trying to go from mid-tier to the top tier, that might be a little stretch. Just try to, that's why there's classes. Like, there's middle class, there's upper middle class, there's lower middle class. Like, if you in the middle of middle class, go for upper middle class or lower high class.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't try to go just for upper high class 1%.
Man, they are a lot of these women. Like I said, ain't bashing, but a lot of women they like, man, I'm trying to get an NBA, NFL person, and it's like, you know, there's only so many of those. And you know, it's more women than men.
Yes.
Y'all all going after the same dude, and then once y'all get the dude, and you find out he with somebody else, and then it's like, he got too many options.
This man, basketball, like, okay, not even, I ain't gonna even bring up baseball and football, because football season is shorter.
Yeah.
Basketball is an 82 game season. They're on the road.
Non-stop.
Baseball is 182 games.
It's 182 games?
Yes. Ooh. You are trying to date a man that is on the road more than half of the year with $1 million.
Yep.
And from podcasts that I've been watching about former NBA players, you really have more time on your hands than you think.
Yeah.
There was like sometimes, like, as long as you ain't got back-to-back games, like after back-to-back games, like you might have 2 days where you just chill. And then your workouts is not even like mandatory sometimes. You just go to the gym and do whatever you want, or you got your own trainer.
Yep.
So it's like, because they get, like, as an NBA player, you got endorsements, you got other stuff, like you doing stuff in your community. So it's like, it's not like you hooping 24/7. So it's like, bro, like, even though, like, say like I play for the Hawks and we got a game in LA. We might fly in 2 days early.
Yep.
So like, if I'm dating somebody that live in Atlanta, I still, like, for those 2 days I might have time on my hands, but I'm in LA. So I'm probably like meeting with a brand or something or doing something. So it's like, I might go to an event. I'm not saying me, because I don't condone in this, but I might go to an event and I'm in LA and there's nothing but supermodels. And they like, all right, let's go party. What? You think I'm gonna say no? I'm sorry. As an NBA player, not me, them. But that's what I'm saying.
That's valid. That's what I'm saying. Like you were just saying, people like in their middle class, upper class, like you just gotta. There's nothing wrong with dating somebody regular, and that's what a lot of some women don't really understand. Like they try to get the most extravagant person they can find, and it always comes back to bite them in the ass every time. And I never understood why. And I never understood why they feel like it's like a sin to date somebody that's like close to where they at.
People just, I get having ambitions.
Yeah.
Some people are just too ambitious.
Yeah, they're too ambitious, and that ambition come roundhouse kicking in the jaw.
Man,
like,
I don't know. I get it, because this goes back to like the whole 50-50 and all that conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you have to be very self-aware of yourself for you to like know
facts,
like who you should be dating.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like I know what I do as a career and where I want to be, but I'm not there fully yet. So I'm not finna be like, oh yeah, like me as an accountant, I'm trying to go be with a CFO or like a supermodel or something like that. If it happens, so be it. But it's like, know your personnel, know who you are.
Yep.
You got to be your own star player. Ain't that what you said? Like, I get it. Like, shoot your shot. It might work out. Like, there's a lot of movie stars that I've seen. Like, I think it's Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. She said she don't like dating famous people. The dude she date bag groceries at a grocery store. Like, she don't like people on the.
If the person treats you right and does everything, like if they just don't have the financial aspect, granted, yes, money is an important thing, but at the same time, if you see that they have goals and they're striving to get the goals,
right,
there's no issue with dating the person that's literally right there with you in the same condition, but if everybody's literally just working to get better at whatever they're trying to do, you'll be fine.
See, it's funny you bring that up because I actually have a real life experience with that. So you've known me since my freshman year of college. So like you saw, I went to UH, took a year and a half off, went to Shorter, took a year off, went to Tennessee. I've also was in 3 different relationships during that time.
That is true.
So every time I would take a gap year or whatever, the person that I was with was always like, you need to do this, you need to do that. But it's like I was still training every single day.
Yeah.
I was still working. And like, it's funny to me now that like the place that I'm in, they like give me my flowers now.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I was telling you, like I don't want people to ever think like this is what I try to tell anybody that's involved with me. Don't ever think that I ain't got a plan. Oh. It might not look like it at certain times because like what I learned in my life, there's some people that are go-getters. Like I feel like I'm a go-getter and I work for the things that I want. But I know like when to sit down and let things work out the way that they should.
Right.
That's why everything happens for a reason. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. Like everything always works out for me. My friends, even girls that I've used to talk to, whatever, like they commend me and tell me like I'm this to make it happen. Like whether it's me actually physically getting up and going to get it or me just sitting here chilling and let God handle it. Like I don't know. I try to tell people that all the time. Like it might seem like I'm lazy or I'm not working, but I promise you I always got something in my head and it always works out. Yeah. And now they commend me and give me my flowers, so I appreciate them for that. But like at the time it's like, y'all gotta understand this ain't gonna be perfect. And we all come from different backgrounds. So what's easy for you might be different for me because we ain't gonna go too deep into it, but most of the women that I date have a different privilege than I have. So obviously the way that they come up and live is a little different than, but
I saw some over there. You good though.
I seen it too. Like, there's some ghosts around here. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so know what you are, know who you are, and go after people in your class, in your weight class. That's why it's weight classes in boxing.
Hey, facts.
If you go up too high in your weight class, you're gonna get knocked the hell out.
Everything, you know what I'm saying? Oh, with
for sure.
Going to sleep,
man. But okay, the other it was 1 or 2 more that was like similar. This other one said, hold on, don't want to do this one. Okay, this is a good one. It says, "Hit me with the harshest reality truth." And a dude said, it's either a woman likes you or she doesn't. If you have to apply pressure, then you're begging her to settle for you. How you feel about that?
That's okay. Tough. It's levels.
Okay.
It's levels. The way that I grew up, I grew up on some gentleman type stuff.
Right.
The man usually pursues the woman. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna say simp. Don't put all your eggs in one basket for one girl and she not reciprocating the energy back to you. Because then at that point, you just looking stupid. For sure. You looking goofy. There's no point because she's not interested in you. She's just using you at that point. Right. You are a meal ticket. For sure. Your lunch.
Literally.
Your lunch and sometimes dinner on Thursday or Friday. You know what I'm saying? You easily cash out. If she's not like offering to pay for some of the dates that y'all go on. Yeah. Hey, cut it off.
Chop cheese.
Yeah, it's over with. Because at that point, you wasting your time. She wasting your time. And I'm sure she got other people doing the same thing. So, like, you got women out here not paying rent, not paying for nothing. You just guys just giving them money.
It's crazy. I don't understand it. Shannon. My fault. My fault. But, my bad. I had to. But, like, I think it's a double-sided coin for me. Yeah. Because, like, I see it from both sides. So, like, I feel like applying pressure in the fact of, like, if you want something, go for it. Right. Like, I get that. Like, women like to be courted. Women like to know that you're interested. Exactly. Women like to know that, like, just because, like, how do I put this? Like, a lot of times, women just are in the place or the space to be, like, want to be with somebody. Yeah. So it's like, not really that you're trying to convince them, but it's more so like, do I really want to give up my piece of being to myself to try to go be with somebody else? But then on the flip side, it's like, if you're noticing that, like, you're reaching out to somebody, they're not really responding, or they only hit you up. Like, if they go out and get drunk, or, like, when they bored, and then, like, y'all talk for a little bit and start responding, if you applying pressure, like then you're chasing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like I said, that goes back to me talking about just sitting still and letting things happen for me. Like I learned that when I chase and do too much, whether it's women or anything else, like it typically don't work out the way that it's supposed to. So, but prime example of this, like the other side of it is kind of like the Travis Hunter situation.
Boy.
Now, we ain't gonna go too deep in that either, but it's crazy to me that she came out and said that when she saw him, he was not her type
at all.
So that's why I see the other side where it's like that's the negative side of it, is because like it's a lot of women out here that are truly not happy with their partner. Or not even fully attracted to them.
Man, no, I was on TikTok and I came across a bunch of videos of women literally kind of bashing their husbands, pretty much saying, yeah, I don't like being around him. And I'm just like, you marry somebody you don't like?
Exactly.
What?
I'm not even going to hang out with somebody I don't
Bruh, like. You feel me? There's no way. There's no way you got to sleep next to this dude every night. Well, sometimes you sleep next to some of y'all be on the couch. But you marry somebody you don't even like?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wild.
I don't get it. And I hate, like I said, this ain't that type of podcast. We not here bashing women because we can go for hours talking about men because trust me, one, I done been there, and two, I know a lot of men, especially being here in Nashville, like going out and being in the downtown scene, like the nightlife scene. Yeah, because you see a lot of crazy stuff these men. And
some people like to, say some stuff that kind of shoot themselves in the foot, but that's a whole nother.
Yeah, but anyways, this is not no misogynistic type of podcast. We not bashing women or anything like that. Nah. It's just easy for us as men to talk about
the man's perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So that being said, if you truly feel like they are interested and you are interested, go get your woman. But if they're not reciprocating, like that's my biggest thing. I'm big on energy and reciprocation. If you're not giving me back what I'm giving you, then what's the point of us doing this? Like, it's like, why? Like, I know a lot of times, like, people think that this is like a book, a romantic novel, or like a movie or something. Like,
ain't no fairy tale.
We don't always have to win you. Like, it sounds all pretty and stuff when it's written and shown on screens and stuff. Yeah. Like, oh, he won me over with this, blah, blah, blah. But like,
me off my feet.
It sounds like he literally had to finesse you to be with you. Right. And that's not okay.
It's crazy.
If I got to convince you to be with me.
Right. That's too much work. I mean, I get it. If you was in a situation where y'all was good and then you got in trouble and then you had to come back and convince. Yeah. Right. At that point, that makes sense. But starting out.
If you wasn't interested from the jump.
I wouldn't say from the jump because sometimes some people just grow on you.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say from the jump, but if you literally tell somebody that you don't like them, don't like how they look, like none of that, whoever you telling that to, they should not be talking to you. They should not. Have some self-respect.
It's funny you say that because I've been in a couple situations, not me personally, but people that I know have been like, so-and-so ugly, like, I would never, blah, 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 and like, then next thing you know.
They with them?
Yep. Multiple occasions. My thing is, I hate how our generation, when things don't work out, the first thing they do, oh, you ugly, I want to trade to you anyways. Like,
man, but that'd be the dumbest thing. Oh, brickhead.
Right, like if you wanted to, if her reaction would have been different, you wouldn't even be saying all that. So like, I hate when people be like you can say you ain't all that because like, look, I ain't gonna lie. This goes back to the knowing your weight class, your class. Like, we don't like, obviously as a man and as a woman, you want to get the most attractive person that you can for yourself, but you gotta sometimes like y'all gotta think like some of y'all medium cute, some of y'all medium ugly, like some of y'all just ugly. So like sometimes you might talk to somebody that's mid. You ain't gotta tell them like they ain't all that, cause like I'm gonna just be clear. There's a lot of men and women in this world that ain't all that. Yeah. A lot of y'all can't dress. A lot of y'all don't take care of y'all selves. Y'all don't groom yourselves well. Y'all don't get hair. Like, it's like little stuff like that. Like, look, your face is your face. Like, yes, you can go get plastic surgery and stuff like that, but it's things that you can do. You can always smell good. A woman love a man that smells good.
Oh, gotta have your cologne.
Get you a sense of humor.
Yep.
Make sure you well kept. Like your clothes you ain't gotta wear designer clothes, $400-$500 clothes. Like, bro, I shop at PacSun for every 20. Like I wear nice shoes with my clothes and stuff. Be cheap. Like, as long as you know how to put it on semi well, you groom yourself, get a haircut. You got long hair, keep it done or whatever. You good. Like that'll take you up so many notches.
Oh yeah.
Like, I tell people all the time, I'm ugly. I don't care what you say. I know neck down, I'm always have a great body because like I got a fast metabolism. So
facts.
You can get over this part right here. We golden. So it's like, but I know a lot of people that be like, you like say like if this was like you know how people be doing the e-dates on like on streams and stuff. I'm a horrible picture taker. I done had this happen multiple times where girls like I'll meet them in person and be like, you look so much better in person.
My wife literally told me that, bro.
Cause it's like, bro, like I'm bad at taking pictures, so it's like I don't know all that lighting and stuff. I hate selfies. I hate taking FaceTimes. I hate Snapchat, all that stuff. Like I don't like looking at myself and like taking pictures of myself. But I do it. But anyways, it's just like I don't know, like know who you can get, but like don't bash somebody that you wanted to get with and then get mad because they didn't want to be with you.
Bro, what really be pissing me off is when you see a dude holler at a girl and she say no, and then like he like just smack her. You just like, bro.
Where you see that,
bro? That's happened so many times.
No, that's wild. I'm sorry for laughing because we don't condone
we don't condone it.
Domestic violence, but that's wild.
But some it just be stupid. Like
that's
literally,
crazy.
He be like, because I've seen some news stories where literally like I've seen like a woman like get like seriously hurt because she said no. So that's why like when I hear stuff about some women, they just say, "No, wait, just give them your number just so you can walk away." At that point, I'm like, that's insane that they actually have to deal with that with some of these guys.
It's wild you say that because now I told you I've been watching documentaries about like rappers and stuff. I ain't gonna say which rapper it is. They're Atlanta based though.
Okay.
I feel like if I say certain things, it's gonna give it away. I ain't gonna say his name. Anyways, he known for he used to drive a Hummer back in the day. I think he liked ice cream a little bit, but anyways, he liked tattoos and ice cream. And anyways, he was driving his Hummer through Atlanta, right? He see this lady, picks her up, said he was gonna drop her off. I guess she needed, I don't know. I guess he like hollered at her from the window. She got in the car or whatever. And then he was like, all right, bet. Like, you want to go get breakfast or something from the spot. So apparently they were supposed to go and get breakfast. And then he kept going and was going back towards the hotel. And she said no. Apparently he pushed her out of a moving car. That is insane. He came out and said it wasn't true, but
that's the stuff that some women actually fear, and which is crazy because like as guys, we not gonna think that any of that gonna happen.
I'm not even gonna approach a woman I don't approach women first. So it's like I know I'm not gonna deal with that. It would be different. Like now, this would crush my soul. If a woman came up to me and then got closer and then tried to holler at me and then was like, nah, never mind, then that would crush me. So it's like I don't even set myself up for stuff like that. Like I used to do that, like Instagram, like obviously like the like for to be honest is, boy, I used to do numbers on there.
Right, this is crazy.
That like when I first started Instagram, I used to struggle to get over 30 likes. I would post a like for to be honest, it'd be 90 girls under there.
Man. Yeah,
like clockwork. Kick. Boy, I was going. Boy, I promise you.
That was old school.
Wilt Chamberlain numbers on that thing, boy. But there was a lot of times where, to be honest, you alright. I don't really know you like that, but
dang.
And then you mature, you get a little older. This was like high school, y'all. So, but then you get a little older, you get to college, you start sliding girls' DM, they just read it, and it's like, I don't know, like it hurts,
man.
But it's like in person, I'm not going through that.
Oh, bro, I never approach women in person because, like, literally, I've seen so many horror stories personally, just in public. One dude tried to holler at a girl. Hey, who this ugly nigga? I'm like, you know what, man? I ain't even gonna try it. I ain't gonna do it. And you ain't finna publicly embarrass me.
Nah, that's over with.
Nah, I'm gonna just stay in the corner, sip my drink, play my little tune blast on my phone, vibe to the music. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling.
Yeah.
Like, nah, you're not finna publicly embarrass me.
Yeah, cause like I don't condone putting hands on women, but I will get right with you with these words. And I ain't gonna cut. that's the one thing I love about my job and working in a professional field is that like I know so many ways to tell you about yourself without even have to cuss you out.
Oh, facts.
So I'm gonna tell you what you don't want to hear, and you might not even understand it because you might not even articulate what I'm really saying to you. But I'm gonna get on your ass. But that's like I don't know. Like my thing is like I got a lot of friends that are females that I've talked to, and they told me just like the thing is you gotta think. As a woman, if you are an attractive woman in this world, men are gonna try to talk to you, no matter what. You ain't even got to be attractive. Like it's all you have to do is be a woman and walk outside. I have a female best friend that lives downtown. She walks like 5 or 6 miles a day. She says she gets catcalled by at least 10, 15 men a day, at least.
Crazy.
So it's like if I know me as a man and having female friends, it's like if I know that my female friends are getting approached 10 to 15 times. Imagine how many times that is by the time you get to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday night, you at the bar. So now, not only have they been getting approached during the week, now they at the bar, they dressed up, they looking good. Now they getting approached even more.
Alcohol
now,
too.
They didn't have to tell 6 dudes no, and now you come up.
Yeah.
You number 7, by time number 7, boy, if you don't get the hell out, like that's what I was like. That's why I don't approach people like that. Might be me overthinking because like 7 is one of my favorite numbers, and 7 is a lucky number. So 7, hey, some good things could happen. But me, I'm like all the memes that they've been making about SGA. Like I'm nonchalant. I'll walk past a 10 and just look at her, and they just keep walking. Like it don't matter how bad I want to talk to somebody. Like I just that just ain't me.
But have you seen like the Tinder studies? Of like,
what you mean?
So like, it'll be one dude. He'll make a fake profile of like a busted, ugly woman, right? Mm-hmm. And then he'll get like some male model picture on the Tinder, and you still see
the woman get more.
Way more.
No, that's crazy.
Way. You just like these dudes really out here down bad. Wrong with y'all. Y'all need some help.
See, that's the major problem.
Need some help.
The men is the problem. But also, not saying that women are a problem. I saw a post. How do I put this? People probably gonna try to crucify me. I feel like all people are. There's attractive people of all sexes, all races, whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah. We are grown adults. We can admit that there's some men in here that are ugly as hell, and there's some men that are like you, bro. People there's models for a reason. Like people can say whatever they want. They don't question my sexuality or whatever. Y'all can run with that however y'all want to. But anyways, there was a handsome young man that's like he was like made this video. He was like the thing that he thinks is that like women are intimidated by attractive men, so they don't approach men or like they don't know how to react to men. Cause like some of the stuff that he said I can relate to. And it's not me trying to be big-headed or whatever. This man, I mean, he's 6'5", light-skinned, whatever, and work out. Like, that's not me. I'm 6'1", 6'2", brown skin, whatever. I work out. But, like, he was saying, like, the thing is that women tell him this all the time. And I've been told this since, like, I had my growth spurt late, so I ain't hear this in high school at all. But once I came into my body and stuff, women, this was their number one line. I bet you can get anybody you want. I bet you just be drowning in your DMs, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, that's not true. Like, it's crazy that, like, people really think that, like, if a man is attractive, like, they just have all these. And, like, some men do.
Yeah, some do.
But, like,
some do.
That's not always the case.
That's usually, like, the ones that be, like, famous and stuff, though.
Facts.
Once you get to a certain level of fame and fortune and all that, and now you're a public figure and people know what you got, yeah, they coming at you.
Right.
All of them.
But like a normal average Joe?
No, ain't nobody in the DMs. No. It's
not happening. Like they just be blowing it. Like I said, I don't know. I've had people approach me and like I prefer a woman to approach me if they want to talk to me rather than me going up to them. Because like I said, with the whole if all these men are approaching you, like you might end up giving me my number just because, like you said, like you're just tired of people asking you, and you just like, okay, cool. And then a lot of times, most women are thinking about it deeper than we are. They like, oh, if I give this man my number in the middle of this bar in front of all these dudes, maybe they'll see like, oh, I'm interested in him, and they're gonna leave me alone. Like it's just like I don't know. I'm an overthinker, so that might be.
No, I didn't even think about it like that. That's chestnut checkers.
But the men that I know. And the men that I've been around that I've seen out, once they see like this is the thing about like this is why I brought up like dating outside your race opens up a whole new bag for the people around you. Mm-hmm. So like this, let me go deeper into this. Let me cook real quick. I go out on a Friday night as a black man in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep.
And a white lady, white woman, comes up to me and is interested and gives me her number. That's gonna set a chain reaction off.
Yep.
So all the black men around that know me or know of me or even just like are around me are gonna see, oh, this lady likes black men.
Yeah.
So then, let's say the next day, we don't go out together because like I just met her the night before, but we all in the same spot.
Of course.
Those same people that saw that gonna be like, oh, like maybe I got a shot because like, and that's just how it works. And that's the thing that I noticed about Nashville. That's why I don't go out no more. Cause like personally in the past, women that I have talked to or like have dated, even like if we are still like talking, like say like, cause like when I go out with somebody, I don't want them to think like we got to be hinged to each other's hips the whole time. Like I want you, like if you got friends there, go hang out with your friends. I'm gonna go hang out with my guys. Like we can link back up, whatever. Yeah. If it just so happens that we beside each other the whole night, so be it. But like even like when stuff like that happens, like we go to other sides of the bar. As soon as a dude see a girl separate from a dude, they gonna go straight.
Oh, bro, I've seen that happen so many times.
They hyenas. That's what I call them. Like. It's crazy, like
that's valid.
it's crazy because like all like DDG and all them, they got this new term called sharking, where basically like they just try to find like bad women and like, but like they try to find women with like motion, like they got stuff going on. Okay. But like they in a different bracket than us.
Different
like,
league.
Exactly. So, but like, so now some of my homies been like, yeah, I'm in my sharking era, and like. That's cool. You do that. Like, if you find you a woman of high status or whatever, like that's good for you. But like, I don't think that's a good term that we should be endearing unto ourselves. But the other people, I call them hyenas because what do hyenas do? They sit and lurk and they wait until you by yourself. Yeah, I don't like that. So like, that's why I ain't really been going out lately because you start to peep stuff and like. I don't know. I'm an easygoing person. Like, no matter how many shots you see me take, how many sections you see me standing on, getting turned on, I always know what's going on.
Out here,
dog. But I'm always aware of my surroundings.
Yeah, that's
and I peep stuff. So it's just like you learn how people move, and it's kind of like we talked about earlier with like, if I got a bunch of money, I probably wouldn't change just because like. The type of person I am.
Yeah, you know who you are.
The circle that I have will change.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening now. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I didn't come into a lump sum of money or nothing like that, but, like, we got the podcast going. Like,
yep.
I got a couple events coming up, like the Indy 500 and stuff that I'm finna be working.
Yep.
Trying to get back into this modeling tip, you know. Need to get me a little cut, get my hair done. But, like, it's, like, stuff like that. So, it's, like, I'm in a whole different bag than just, like, going out and wanting to drink and, like, meet girls. Like, I'm finna be 30 in August. I can't keep doing this. Like, I'm not LeBron James. I'm not trying to be in the game for 22 years. I can't do it. Like, I ain't got it in me. I started the game.
That's valid.
I started the game late. Hopped off the porch at 17. 12 years later, look, I don't know how many more years my legs got in me, but
can't go no more, coach.
Man, I'm saying. But yeah. Anyways,
what else we got, man? What else we got?
Let's see. Like we've been on the women for a minute. We're gonna have to swap it out.
Anything stupid?
Stupid, like what's something crazy that happened?
Oh no.
Okay. I sent this while you was on your way here.
Oh Lord.
So in Texas, what part of Texas is this?
Tejas.
Wise County, Texas. US Highway 287.
Yep.
There was an 18-wheeler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Carrying $800,000 in dimes. Spilled all on the highway.
$800,000 in dimes?
Yes. Not 800,000 dimes.
$800,000
in dimes. So, I'm going to ask you two questions. First question. As a person driving behind that truck, what are you doing? You see $800,000 in dimes roll out of a truck. Because when you got to stop the car. Because
is okay? I'm gonna stop the car, but are the dimes gonna hit my car, or am I stopping before I hit the dimes?
it depends on how close you. Okay, let me just make it broader. Say the truck had already wrecked.
Yeah.
But you're the first car to come up. So like, say like it was a
bunch of dimes.
Say it was an empty road, and then you come up, you see truck turned over, dimes on the ground, and it's blocking the whole street.
I'm gonna be mad as hell. Cause who in the hell ordered this? Who ordered $800,000 worth of dimes?
The mint.
They needed to do no. You got to do something different than that. Hell no. I'll be so pissed off. Cause who gonna clean? You know how long it's gonna take to clean up?
But are you staying in the car? Is what I'm asking you. That went over your head. I don't care about. I'm gonna be mad because it's an inconvenience.
Are you gonna try to pick up all them dimes? I mean, you know what? You might have a point now. I just thought about it. It had to
800,000 dimes. Now this is crazy that I'm doing math on a calculator because I am an accountant and I should be able to figure this out without. But I want to be
If you knew that off the top of your head, I'll honestly be super impressed.
It's 80,000 dimes.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
80,000 dimes?
Could that fit in an SUV?
I don't need the whole 800,000.
I'm going for the whole thing.
I just need. Let's see what I got in my car that I can carry. I don't have anything.
I ain't got nothing.
See, I got what's crazy is
I'm finna carry a shovel. Nah, that's gonna look suspicious. I can't do that.
I got a bin. I got bin lids in my car. I need to put a bin in my car. I do got a grocery cart, like one of them buggies.
Oh, you straight.
But it's in there. I need to start leaving it in my car.
Hey, you never know. You might run into $800,000 on you.
Okay. So on the other end, as the truck driver,
man,
what's going through your head?
Fired. You gone. Cause this thing, if that's government money too, they like, all right, you out of here, bucko. You're done. Cook. Get out of here. CDL. Gone.
Okay. As your boss, or like the federal government, like how do you go about that? Like obviously they losing their job, but it's like
I'm being if it's the
do you arrest them? Like
I don't think you arrest them because
accidents happen.
Accidents happen. Two, they just gonna make more of them.
That's true.
Man, that's why we in the inflation crap we got going on now. Cause they keep printing all this money. Money ain't backed up by nothing. Really just a piece of paper. We all know this. But man, they just gonna make more. The government ain't gonna really make a big fuss about it. I mean, they could probably be mad and be like, "Dang, now we gotta make 80,000 more dimes."
That's true.
But because, I mean, I just want to know who picking it up. That's what I'm curious about.
I don't know because it's funny that this happened because a similar situation like this happened. Well, it didn't spill on the highway. Mm-hmm. There's a truck driver. Obviously, CDL drivers, they drive for long periods of time.
Yep.
My only thing was, I don't know why he left the truck. He parked in the back of a mall. I think it was a mall. Left the truck there. I think he went to a hotel or something. He might have been in the truck. I don't know. I don't know how basically they broke into the truck and it was a bunch of dimes. It might have been pennies or something, quarters. They broke into the truck.
I can do quarters now.
I think he left. Yeah, he definitely left because he came back and found that the truck was open and all that. So they put it in these big barrels. Yeah, and it was just quarters all over the ground and stuff.
I could do quarters now.
Yeah, quarters for sure.
Hey, they add up.
Oh God,
quarters add up.
$1. I only need a couple of them. Then you know where I'm going? I'm going straight to a CVS or a Walgreens. So they got the little coin machines.
They got that at Walmart too.
Yeah, I used to go to them. Go crazy.
Boy, imagine working at Walmart. You see somebody walk in with a whole barrel.
$80,000 in dimes. Sir, we don't have this type of money on hand.
Well, hell no. They could be like, nah.
We might go to jail.
You could do $50 worth. That's about it.
I think it is a limit.
Bro, you got to. How many Walmarts would you have to go through to get that amount?
Let's see what the limit is.
What's that little thing called? Coinstar, something like that.
What's the limit?
That's crazy, bro.
For Coinstar. Coinstar kiosks have various limits. The standard limit is 500 per visit. For e-gift cards, the maximum is 200. While the cryptocurrency is 2,500.
Time out.
Yeah.
Time out. Since when in the hell they started doing crypto?
I don't know. They trying to get that bread.
That's different.
Yep.
I ain't gonna use it because I ain't got no bread like that, but kudos to Coinstar for stepping up their game.
It says if you have more than $3,000 in coins, Coinstar recommends contacting their help center for assistance. So,
multiple trips. Got it.
500. So, that's a lot of Walmarts you got to
Now, is that 500 per day?
It says per visit.
Per visit.
So, it might be just that. I don't know. Is it that particular machine or do you got to sign in and like?
I don't know. That's a good question because that's stupid. It's stupid. I get it. I would do it.
I think it's per location. So you just go to multiple locations.
Hey, road trip.
All I need is 2 bands. You know how many Walmarts and bro? It's literally like 3 Krogers on the road by my house.
Hey,
that 1,500 right there.
Hey, I'm driving through the city like crazy with a barrel.
I got a V8. I will push that thing until I put 20,000 miles on it. I don't care. Oh God, and my trunk big. So yeah, need that. But yeah, that's crazy.
No, bro.
Me personally,
cleaning that up gotta be hell. Especially dimes.
Me personally, I'm not cleaning it up. I'm calling my boss and I'm telling him what happened. And I'm like, look, I know I messed up and I know I'm finna lose my job. But if I'm gonna lose my job anyways, why would I help y'all? So like, look, I'd have been a victim of being fired a couple times.
Lord.
And the last time I got fired was the craziest experience. Like, I don't even want to say crazy because like it could have been worse. But there is nothing worse than kind of like knowing for a couple weeks that you probably gonna like get fired. Or like, not really, okay, so like, I didn't think I was gonna get fired. I just saw a bunch of signs that was like, the business is going in a different direction and it's not really making sense. So I felt like I would either get put in a different position or like they would try to transfer me. But then they just eliminated my whole position. So,
sorry, bro.
But what happened was basically, like I said, I'm an accountant. If you are familiar with accounting, you do month-end close at the end of every month, which ends up finishing up at the beginning of the next month. So basically like, it's May 1st. Yeah. So I'm doing month-end close stuff for April. So anyways, there's certain things that my managers didn't know how to do because they were new. And then the other staffers left and went to different companies. So like, they had me doing stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, they give me more responsibility. I'm like, I might get a raise. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I'm good. Boy, we getting through month end. I got one last thing to do, and it's the longest thing that we got to do. It takes like 45 minutes to an hour just to refresh. So I do it and messed up a little bit. My manager was like, oh, yeah, like fix this or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. Fix it. I'm feeling good. I'm like, this is the first time I did it start to finish by myself. Boy, I'm sitting in my office. I'm like, oh, yeah, what I'm finna eat today? Month end close done. Like, I'm finna get some lunch. I'm finna get paid this week. She said, can you come to my office real quick? I said, surely. Boy, I turned that corner, saw the HR lady in there. I said, yup, I know what time it is. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I done been in an experience where, like, man, they had me finish up everything and still let
finish the whole day, all the work done.
But then, that's not even the worst part. So after they let me go, then it was like, can you get together all the stuff that you have been working on? And me as a person, like I said, I believe in karma and paying stuff forward. So I was like, anybody else would have just left and just walked out.
I'm not even gonna get it. Y'all fired me.
Look, I take notes like every day. So I just ripped out pages of my notebook, stacked them up, took all the stuff that I needed. They gave me my little package. Luckily, they gave me severance. Shout out to y'all for that because that helps. But anyways, it was a crazy situation. So me being in that situation where if all that stuff spilled and I know you're going to fire me, if it was like $15K or something like that, then like, all right, cool. Like, you're going to be mad. You're not going to dock my pay because it's like, how you going to dock that out my pay? That's a lot of bread. Yeah. But like, I might get a warning. $800,000? I'm fried. There ain't no coming back from that. So
at all.
Boss, look, ain't gonna lie to you. Power steering went out. The brakes messed up, and then it turned over, and all the coins is all on the ground. We need people to come vacuum this up. Boom.
Do they have a vacuum, or they're just gonna get like what's it called, a little
metal or no? You have to get a magnet or something.
Oh, it's you like a big ass.
You either gonna have to get like a
what a little
industrial size vacuum, or you gonna have to get. I'm for real. Like my dad do construction, so like they got the real powerful one. So you gonna have to get something like that, or you gonna have to get you. I don't even think you can. Well, they got electronic magnetic devices where like because like what's it called, the metal detectors.
Oh yeah.
They like you can press a button and it'll
just zap them up. Oh, that's
so
cool.
I don't know, but I wouldn't have to know because I wouldn't be there.
Yeah, facts.
So honestly, I might end up picking up some coins myself.
Hey, you might
get fired. You don't know what bro. It's a highway, so like
rent due.
The only saving grace is if you on one of them highways where it's a median, like a concrete median on both sides.
Yeah.
But if it's one of them concrete, bro, it's in Texas. I don't know. They didn't even say Dallas or Houston, so it's not a major area. So it's probably dirt or grass on the side of the road.
Oh yeah,
so
definitely.
not doing that. No. I'm sorry. So it's probably litter and everything. Yeah, them coins is cooked.
Yeah. And no, we ain't doing that.
So yeah, that's my perspective as the driver, and then as a bystander, I'm probably getting out and picking some stuff up.
Oh.
And then if I'm a homeless person, I just so happen to go to McDonald's or something and see it on the news, I'm walking to that highway and finding some coins.
Hey, you gotta eat, my boy.
Boy, if I was homeless and I seen that happen in the town near me, I bet I'd be in an apartment the next day. What?
That boy said, hey, you gonna find somebody trash can, Jay.
I'm probably already gonna have a grocery cart and a tarp.
Hey, that boy gonna go crazy.
I'm throwing all my belongings out. I'm laying the tarp along the grocery cart, and I'm just scooping. Yeah. And I'm gonna look at the driver because 9 times out of 10, it's probably your brother. It probably was a black dude texting on his phone or something.
Sadly.
He probably was not paying attention. Sadly. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, with my dusty, dingy beard, I'm gonna look at him. He gonna look at me. He gonna look down. He gonna see my big toe hanging out my sneakers, and then I'm gonna have 2 different tennis shoes on. My pants, I'm gonna have gray sweatpants.
Yep.
They're gonna be brown and black. And I have a brown t-shirt on, like I'm in 2K.
Yep, 2K.
And my hair gonna be matted.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at him, and we ain't only had to say nothing. He just gonna be like,
"Go ahead."
Yeah, and I'm out of there. Boy, you know when you was a kid at the grocery store and you used to hop on the back and like push it like a scooter? That's me with coins.
Yep.
I'm not even going to coin store. I'm going to the bank. Sir, do you have an account? No, I don't. Open one now. Count these for me. Yeah.
The bank gonna look at you so sideways. Like,
I don't care. Do you see me? Do you smell me? If you don't count this now, I need a shower. I need a haircut, and I need some clothes immediately.
Yeah, they gonna look at you like, sir, we could not.
You ain't got no choice, ma'am. I will take my shirt off and sling it across your face right now. You ain't got no choice.
The disrespect is crazy.
Got to.
Hey, that's why they got the glass there. You still.
Some of them don't. The banks that I go to here in Nashville, they don't have that. You go right up to the front counter.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Nah. Walking straight in. The only problem is it depends on, so like my bank, one of my banks is downtown.
Yeah.
So you got to go through the front door, and like anybody can come through the front door, but they got a security guard.
Yep.
But I don't know why they do this. My homie live in Chicago. He got an apartment complex. They do this too. They get elderly men to be security guards.
Bro, I have never understood that. They don't got no gun, nothing. They just be some old dudes standing there in a uniform.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell is he gonna do if somebody run it? Bro, you just flick him in the forehead too hard, he gonna pass out. And it's like,
it's honestly like it's laughable and it's kind of disrespectful because like if I go into a place and I'm a good seed, I'm not a YN, I'm not an ON, I don't do crazy stuff. But if I go into somewhere with bad intentions and me being in the physical shape I'm in and I see an elderly man is the only way, is the only obstacle between me and getting what I need to get, when y'all look at that footage, oh my God, y'all gonna think I'm prime Adrian Peterson. I'm hip replacement. I promise you, out of there. He better have a taser or something.
Man,
and honestly,
I would hope so because the wrong one, literally, just.
I ain't gonna even.
Get out my face.
See, I ain't that disrespectful. I'm gonna just try to shake you.
Yeah.
But like,
if you going in there with that type of reasoning, trust me, the last thing you're gonna think about is
anybody's safety.
Anybody's safety.
Yeah.
Like, man,
that's true.
You get your little
that's wild. I don't know. There's some people out there that be at the doors that be trying to be superheroes. I did learn though that you don't have to stop and show your receipt to the people at Walmart. But the person who said it was white. so it might be different for them than it is for me.
Oh, I know it is, bro. I went to one Walmart literally, bro. I legit went to go get some snacks. Walked out. Snacks in the bag. I had one bag. Let me see your receipt. But dude behind me walked out with a whole TV. I'm like, bro, you ain't check his. He got a TV. A whole TV. You checking my receipt for some cookies and crackers and stuff. And you ain't take the dude with the whole TV walking out with a 70-inch.
Yeah.
You tripping.
I definitely had a 75-inch in a grocery cart and they didn't check mine. But the TV was broke, so they probably was like, yeah, we got over on him. I got my money back though. But yeah. I
got snacks.
Yeah.
Like if you walking out with something that's not in a bag,
right?
Okay, take your receipt. Cool. I got a bag of snacks. This dude walking out with a whole TV.
My thing is,
I got stopped.
I get people be stealing stuff from self checkout, but y'all have people standing there because like when you buy like alcohol and stuff, they gotta come.
Yeah.
So it's like they just saw me buy this stuff, and then so I don't even want to fool with it no more. So I just carry my receipt now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So like. If you most of the time they just see that I have a receipt in my hand, so they just let me walk past. But like I said, I don't give off like I got dreads and stuff, but like I don't give off like I'm finna take everything.
YN energy.
Yeah. So they like I carry myself like a respectful young man. So like they just like all right, cool. Like,
bro, I was just mad because it was the fact that I only had a couple of things in the bag. She literally in the bag.
No, that's crazy.
I ain't the whole thing. I'm like, bro, are you hungry?
Man,
you want some?
See,
when I'll break bread with you.
When they do it for me, they just like scan. Like they might open one. They don't go all the way in. They just like look around, look at the bottom if I got water or whatever.
Through my bag, bro.
Yeah, I would have snapped.
I'm like, this nigga got a TV.
Man,
what are you doing?
I would have been like, you see this receipt? This is $15 worth of snacks. If you don't get that, you still get the hell out of here. Boy, I would have snapped. I probably would have snapped off that because it's like, man, if I'm gonna steal something, you think I'm gonna steal snacks?
I'm gonna steal something
maybe
worth some.
Man, I'm finna get a 70-inch and I'm finna scan it for a pack of Mentos. Like, what? I'm finna be out of here. No, that's what like I don't condone and stealing and stuff, but like this is what I tell people: if I'm gonna take something, I'm gonna take something that's worth taking.
Right.
I don't think anything is worth taking, but it's like if I'm gonna take something, it's gonna be something of value.
Man, I got some Oreos and a bag of Doritos. You over here worried about me?
Right. Like, cause it's crazy. Cause like when I was in school, like my last school, one of my homies actually like got arrested for stealing something from Walmart. So it's like, bro, if you're gonna catch me stealing something, I'm not going to jail for something that I got the money in my pocket to pay for. But what's crazy is he didn't even intend. Like he just forgot to scan.
Oh, you just forgot to scan it?
Yeah. But knowing him, he probably
that shit.
but what's crazy, he pulled cash out of his pocket. Was like, I'll pay for it. Like I literally, this is what he told me. He said he forgot to scan it. He had the money in his pocket and was like, I will pay for it. Like, I ain't try to steal it. And they was like, nah, come on.
That's wild.
But we went to school in a town that only had 3,000 people in the city. So, yeah.
Small town.
And it's one of the meth capitals of the U.S. So.
That'll do it.
Yeah, they got him up out of there.
That'll do it.
He was good, though. He got off. He just had a little probationary period. But, yeah. Moral of the story, don't steal.
Don't steal.
If you are a CDL driver, don't wreck and don't spill your product.
Especially if it's dimes.
If you ugly, date ugly. What else we talked about earlier?
Stay away. Stay away from the young Thundercats.
Stay away from the young Thundercats. And young men, stay away from these money-hungry cougars as well. Now, if you find you a woman that's older than you that want to take care of you, that's on you. But don't let them finesse you out your bag.
To each his own.
So
be smart.
And I know that's kind of counterintuitive because I just said as a young woman they should be going out the order. You know what? They
who you want.
What you say? 2 up? No, you said 2 up, 2 down.
Whatever your age is, 2 up, 2 down.
Unless you, okay, that 2 up, 2 down thing I think should only.
That was just my preference when I was dating.
That should be a 23 to 25 range because I feel like as a 21-year-old man, you and a 19-year-old woman could work, but it's like like I said,
you can drink and they can't.
Right. So it's like
Legally.
not that is a huge thing because a lot of people like don't drink or like don't really go out like that. But it's just like that's how I think about it. Like me as a 29-year-old man, why would I date a 19 to 20-year-old woman? Like I do go out. So it's like why would I want to date somebody that I can't go out with? Because like I said earlier, like I haven't been going out as much, but it's like the people that I've met and like the connections that I have, like a lot of times we do meet up and go out. So it's like I don't even want to be in a relationship where like one, it's probably gonna make my partner feel uncomfortable that I'm going out without her. Yeah. So it's like let's just go on and avoid that. So it's like no. So date people your age that you can do the same things with, and date people that you like. Don't be with somebody that you're miserable with. That's stupid. Yeah. It don't make no sense. It don't care how much. I don't care how much money they have, what kind of status they have, who they are. Like. There's no point in laying in bed, having babies, and marrying somebody that you just don't like. It's stupid. That's a waste of your time, a waste of their time. Like,
you want to talk about sports?
What kind of sports?
Especially football with Shador.
Oh, man. Shador.
They did my boy dirty.
Man, listen.
Dirty.
I've been saying a lot of stuff with that. Here's
what's your take?
My take, I agree with what they're saying about the views.
What you mean?
A lot of people saying that it was a stunt for views. So, you got to think. Usually when you watch the draft, what you do? You watch the first round. Yeah. A little bit of the second round. Then you go straight to Instagram, see if your favorite players or somebody from your team got drafted.
That's true.
I seen so many men and women in the comments was like, I've never watched this much of the draft in my life.
That is honestly true. At the same time, you still playing in that man's face.
Yeah. It's a lot of weird stuff that happened during this whole thing. Cleveland Browns. If you was going to draft that man anyways, what was the point of waiting to the 5th round?
Crazy.
That man, if he would have been picked in the first round, would have made $45 million. He's making $5 million, which is still a lot of money.
Still a lot of money, but
he lost out on $40 million. Granted, he's the son of Deion Sanders. He has millions of dollars here at NIL, but still, like you're playing with people's money now and livelihood. Yeah. And you drafted another quarterback before him.
Bro, some of the quarterbacks that got drafted before him, bro.
I know who you're talking about. Ain't no some. It's one quarterback in particular that should not have been drafted before him, and we all know it.
Whatever.
Now, the combine, the throw that he had in the combine,
terrible.
That was crazy. But that throw that they showed of him in the actual game where he just underhand threw an interception,
bro. There's no way you're a starting quarterback on a D1 team doing that, and then you get drafted above Shador.
He's 25 and has had two season-ending injuries.
Yeah, man,
that was a statement.
Oh, bro, definitely a statement. And the fact of the matter is, literally, they just did him so dirty. It's talking about just because like the whole confidence, arrogant debate with him. It was like you know who his father is. He raised him to be confident. Oh, like I'm not gonna say overly confident, but he's good. Yeah, he's a good quarterback. And the fact that y'all sit here saying, "Oh, he just arrogant," I'm just like, y'all tripping.
I don't think that there was three quarterbacks. I don't think there was even three quarterbacks. Now, Jackson Dart, I like Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart played in the SEC. The SEC was crazy last year. He makes some questionable reads, which all quarterbacks do. Yep. Cam Ward has thrown a lot of interceptions. Shador really didn't have time, but he's thrown some bad balls. But, like, those were the top three quarterbacks. Yeah. Anybody 100%. Else? I like Dylan Gabriel. Do I think he's better than Shador? No. I like Cam Ward. They got him some pieces. I think, I ain't no Titans fan. I don't know why I say we, but I live in Nashville, so they got Tyler Lockett, I think. Okay. And they drafted well. So, maybe Cam Ward do some things, but like my thing is like you obviously why drag him like that? And then 2 days after he got drafted, I went on their Instagram. There's 20 plus posts of Shador that the Browns have posted or tagged him in, and there's probably 4 or 5 of Dylan Gabriel. So you did all that
just to post him majority. Oh.
So it's bringing you engagements. Like that's what's crazy about the world that we live in. So it's just like it's all for clicks. And the same thing that they made fun of Deion Sanders about, they play for clicks, blah blah blah, and now the NFL doing it.
Man, that's crazy. That's so disrespectful.
That's why like I go on social media to like look at sports and like certain funny people that I like watching. I don't be on there too long because like it's really like I can see how some people like. I love that we have like a level head when it comes to stuff like that, but some people really get invested into stuff like that. Like, I told you like when we brought up the 50-50 conversation, a girl told me like, well, I saw this post on TikTok about this woman being pregnant and a million people liked it. So I'm gonna listen to it. Maybe they just resided with her message. Like I guarantee probably a third of them are men who just are on the woman's side because it's a woman. Like it's just stuff like that. But yeah, the sports world is just crazy. They didn't send my boy Brian home.
Hey, shout out to Ant-Man.
I love Ant-Man.
Shout out to Ant-Man.
What's crazy is the one team in the West that I was worried about them playing in the first round was the Timberwolves. Just because.
Shout out to
and it's crazy, Ant didn't even have a good game. Now look, I'm like Shaq. I ain't gonna say any redeeming qualities. I don't see Rudy Gobert as being a great player. But what he did last night,
bruh,
I couldn't even hate on him.
He went crazy.
He almost had 30 and 20.
That boy was hooping, bro.
I couldn't even tip slams. He looked like Dwight Howard,
bro. Hooping. He was not playing.
I couldn't even be mad at him. So,
but the thing is, like, I know Rudy's probably past his prime now, but I've seen he's done that a couple times.
Utah 2020s?
Yeah.
He was decent.
Yeah.
But like when he got to the Timberwolves, he was just like he a defensive stopper.
Yeah,
and like that also goes a role. Like that's why like you can't really like I don't think he ain't got no post moves. He did that one thing at the top of the key where he tried to dribble and the announcer Reggie Miller was like, yeah, that's not in your bag. So like but like Rudy against average 7-footer off the street, he dog walking.
Oh yeah, he is over.
But like against skilled NBA players, he has no bag. He's a shot blocker, a defender, and he's going to catch lobs.
Yeah,
that's all he's there for.
Hey, it works clearly.
Yeah, but the Timbs, I want Ant to get a ring. If Ant get a ring, that's gonna be the worst thing for the NBA. Because you see how Adidas is pumping out all these like King Slayer and like all this every time he like do something crazy. Yep. That boy Ant get a ring?
Boy, he gonna be everywhere.
It's funny you said that because I think it was game 1 or 2 where some of the fans was yelling at Ant and he said, "F you, I'm worth $300 million and my D bigger than yours."
I thought they was talking to Rudy because I think
he was talking to a fan.
No, I'm saying I think
the dude was talking to
the fan was talking to Rudy. He was backing up Rudy.
That's a W man's.
Yeah, he like that my teammate. Like dudes like he ain't got no money or something. He was like, man, he $3 million, $2 million, something like that. It was something crazy, something like that.
The last part was wild though.
Wild part, he ain't have to go that far. He ain't have to do that.
He is 7'2".
What's going on over there?
I don't know. I heard
that's a nice cabinet.
Hell yeah, it's a nice cabinetry.
But who you got winning the whole thing though? Who you think gonna win it?
Let's see. I actually been watching too. I'm saying that as we're recording while there's games going on that I'm not watching. I like OKC. I think OKC. I think it's gonna be OKC and Minnesota in the West finals, and then in the East it's gonna be Boston,
Cleveland,
and probably Cleveland. But I think Boston probably gonna make it back, and I think that's tough.
It's tough
because they both. The thing about OKC and Minnesota, they both got depth.
Yeah,
but Minnesota, they all tall. Like besides Mike Conley, like everybody 6'4" and above.
Yeah, and
they all got 7 feet. Like they like when we used to play 2K, and everybody had them
demigod builds.
Yes,
man.
Them lockdowns with long wingspans. Yeah. It's like Nikhil Alexander Walker. That's SGA's cousin, or that's his brother. Really? They related somehow.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's why you see SGA got his custom. Nikhil Alexander Walker be wearing them too. They related. I don't know if it's brothers, half brothers, or cousins. They related somehow.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because I was like, one, he got Alexander in his last name. Two, like he's the only other person that's wearing
those.
Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense. But SGA really ain't been like, of course he been getting his buckets and stuff, but he ain't really been as efficient as he was in the regular season. So it's like, that's what scares me about them. And like Chet took a lot of time off.
Yeah.
But J-Dub been going crazy. So it's like I don't know. That's hit or miss. But like
I got
you get Ant. I mean, I'm a Celtics fan too.
Yeah,
So it's like I rock with them, but Jason Tatum got hurt.
He played.
I know, but like
I mean,
you can always re-aggravate that injury.
Just don't go to the paint crazy. Just shoot the rock. You know what I mean?
That's really his game anyway.
Yeah, just shoot.
Shoot threes, post up, fade away. Like that's what he need to be doing.
Yeah,
anyways.
just do that.
Let JB drive to the basket.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's tough. I like Cleveland, but I knew they was gonna dog walk Miami. Like Tyler Hero, I love Tyler Hero game, but like they ain't have no other pieces.
Now once Jimmy left, I was like,
One day the 10 seed, they was the first ever 10 seed to make it out of the play-in, so like they shouldn't even been there anyways. Like I don't want to talk like that because like obviously I'm not a hooper, but like
they shouldn't.
Yeah, but like Cleveland been going crazy. When you have one of the best records in Cleveland history, and knowing that LeBron James was there for like 10 of them, that's wild. But Spider is hit or miss. Like it's crazy because like they don't really show Cleveland games like that on TV.
They don't. But the thing that makes Cleveland hard to guard is they don't really have like a superstar. Like they got Spider. Like he's a star, but he's not
like a super max.
Yeah,
he's not like an all NBA. Like,
he's not
an SGA or an Ant or something like that. And
like he cold now, but he not.
He has the potential to be, but you also have Darius Garland on the team,
right?
And then you got what's buddy Evan Mobley, who can also play defense.
But here's the thing with that: any one of them can go off at any time. You don't know who to key on that team.
True.
So it's hit or miss for any of them.
And then you got a pure lock, Isaac Okoro, War Eagle baby.
This man,
Auburn made.
Man, whatever.
So it's tough out there. So I don't know. I have faith. I figured some high seeds was gonna lose in the first round. Like I know I made a post and said Lakers in 5, and then I wore my LeBron jersey for game 1 and we lost. It literally was just like last year. The same shit happened when they played Denver.
Yeah.
They lost the first game that they should have won. They won game 2, and then they lost the next 3. That was close games. Like none of them games, the Lakers could have won all those games. They could have won in 4. But when it's crazy when you tell your center before the game and you tell the media like you're not playing tonight. Ooh. Jackson Hayes. They literally came like they were saying it during the whole game. They were like, what's his name? JJ Redick told him like, we're trying something new tonight.
That's doing that in the playoffs is crazy.
Him and Bronny played the same amount of minutes last night. He didn't take his warm up off.
Doing that during the playoffs is crazy.
Rudy went for 27 and 20, and your center didn't play.
Wait, is he the only
center? Yeah. I think they got another one from the dude from UAB, but I don't know if he made the roster for the playoffs.
Wait,
Jemison.
He you know what high school he went to?
Jemison. Oh, Hoover. Go Bucks.
Yeah,
that's crazy,
bro. I saw that. I was like, wait a minute, nah.
I didn't know that. That's wild, but yeah, it was rough. But I don't know. I ain't watched the video yet, but I seen Jeff Teague was talking about it. And he was like, he hate watching Luka play, and I'm the same way. I love Luka. Luka is going to be a Hall of Fame player, but he complains way too much, bro. It's crazy because like this the whole thing, like kind of like the Shedeur thing. When it's a black man that's vocal, like LeBron cries or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I've seen Luka yell and cuss, and like obviously he's Slovenian, so he's speaking a different. I've seen him complain way more than LeBron, especially more than he's on the Lakers.
Bro, he pretty much complains almost every play.
Every play.
And while he over here arguing with the ref,
they're going down the court fast break.
I'm like, bro.
And you already are like 260. So it's like you not fast enough to be arguing with the ref and then running down. So it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. The stadium was empty. Like even Charles Barkley said it at halftime. He was like, the Lakers about to lose this game. He was like, there's no air in this arena. Then they got a lead and then they just blew it. They just kept taking long threes. It was just, it's bad. So I feel bad. And like the reason I wanted them to win so bad is because like I know Bron ain't got too much longer. And
that's
it's like,
true.
It'd be different if this was like, I don't even want to say NFL because like that's a far more physical sport, but like an 82 game season, and then the playoffs, that's a lot on a 41-year-old man.
But bro, just imagine him winning the championship with his own team.
That would be crazy.
That'd be wild. Talk about a story.
They got to get Giannis.
That would definitely do some numbers.
But what you got to give up to get Giannis? They keeping.
You don't have to just have.
I think his contract. They would have to trade him because I think he signed an extension. But Dame just tore his Achilles, so Dame probably.
Oh yeah, he done for.
He'll probably try to come back and play again, but I don't know if that's gonna be the same. But yeah, you heard what Bron said. They might trade his ass. He said, "Hey, my boy AD said what we needed." And he was gone the next day. So Bron said, I'm going to just leave that conversation alone. So, yeah, it's wicked out there, boy.
Yeah. Do you want to call it?
Yeah, she at the door.
No, bet that.
We don't be doing no outro.
We don't. Shit.
Do we need to?
I don't know, man. I could probably create something or something. I don't know. Probably don't need to. Y'all know what it is, man. The video probably just going to end and y'all just going to, you know what I'm saying, click somewhere else.
Facts. Well, shit, that's gonna be a wrap for the show. We're gonna come back at y'all with an episode. Damn,
hey, that boy glitch.
We're gonna come back at y'all with another episode at a later date when I can speak clearly. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap on Two Mics No Sense. It's your boy Fletch.
It's your boy Uncle Trap.
And we out of there.